in danger of just becoming a studio band because the material would be so hard to reproduce live in a setting of a 3-piece.
Right.
So we just had to do a reevaluation. We had to think about what was going to turn us on again as a band so that we could go out for a year and a half and night after night just enjoy and feel passionate about what we're doing.
Right.
And so it was back to, I say it's back to guitar, bass, and drums, but, even that for the Tea Party is pretty unorthodox, the way that we play our instruments. So it's still very, very interesting, and it has its levels of complexity, but they're not so apparent. It's a rock record.
We got to a point where we were in danger of becoming this studio band. And for us, it was just we were looking to get back to what we do best live and what we enjoy doing best live, and to be able to bring that aggression and that attack into the recording or the writing of the songs as well. So,
right.
Normally we would go through the process of doing the songs and finishing the recording and then going back out into the live frontier and having to redo songs and rewrite songs and change the songs. And basically we wrote these songs and rehearsed them and eliminated the fact of having to rewrite them and rework them.
Right. And how long did it take? Was it?
The actual recording of the record only took 20 days.
Wow. And then how long did you actually work on it when it came to actually noodling around? And
it's kind of hard to, because we started and then we had the collection come out and then we had the illuminations come out. So, that was the beauty of it as well. We had a couple different sessions in different locations and it was very comfortable.
Right.
3 friends sitting down and having a nice
What friendship do you guys have? Like, what does it take after so long now? Like, do you guys still hang around outside the band?
It's probably best described as an old marriage, where there's,
no sex anywhere.
Now there's...
Thank God, because that was just kidding.
Saved on the dollars, but there's
I completely forget what I was going to say.
Old marriage.
Yeah, I know. One of us that knows anything. Clash, like a Lennon McCartney or anything. When this band started, we all sort of assumed roles rather quickly, and the roles sort of complement one another. So we've been able to, without getting in each other's faces, provide a lot of creativity for the band.
So did it take, not to go too deeply into this, I know, but did it take a lot when it was dealing with your separation as friends and as a group? Did it take a lot to really deal with all that?
Well, I think it goes without being said, but I'll say it, that, with me being the front man of the band and, the lyricist, that obviously I've put a lot of my personal experiences in the forefront, what the band's message is. And so ultimately what I do go through in my life is going to affect these two. And
directly.
Yeah. So it's not the easiest position to be in, but that's a testament to the friendship that exists in this band, that we go through those things and we come through the other side. I believe that the colors that come through the music and the emotion, like every single musical piece has its different emotion, and then I take those things away and I try to equate poetry with, it's like you want to make the perfect marriage again, to use that word, right? It's like putting the proper driver in the vehicle.
Right.
And when that happens, which I believe it has happened in all the songs on this record, it makes for a very potent listen.
And what kind of feedback have you guys had so far from, people in general, friends?
Stellar. It's been probably the best reviewed album ever in our career.
Really?
The best record of our career, so it should be. But Two Papers in Australia have already picked it up as the album of the year. This early, I know the year is rather late on, but still.
That's good, actually. If you think about everything that's happened in this last year.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of great records, and these people are deeming this, this is the one, this is the album of the year, for 2001, and that's quite a it's quite an accomplishment. So.
How does it make you feel?
Well, understood, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
we make all these statements, and they're misinterpreted by the media on every turn. And occasionally, some people get it.
Right. Has it been tough because you guys really are kind of in a way, a dark band, but well, not dark, but I guess a deeper band, and also that there's so many different layers and levels to everything?
Well, it's hard to understand, and a lot of critics don't have the time due to the sheer volume of CDs they receive to formulate their own opinions. So it takes a while. I mean, we live and breathe this music, and we have for 10 years, so we understand it. It's kind of hard to put ourselves into the mind of a critic that receives it in 3 days, has to write a review in 48 hours, you know,
right,
and break something that actually makes sense and will impress us.
What do you think will happen down the road to your, I guess, the other elements that have always been part of the Tea Party? It seems like the new album has a lot less of the East Indian and the different flares. What?
A lot less of the actual instruments. But,
yeah.
But the melodies themselves have remained, you know, through guitar work and things like that. So, this band will always be in a state of musical flux to a certain extent, creatively.
Correctional facility.
I'll reshoot that.
Correctional facility. Yeah.
Creatively.
So, you know, you never know. I mean, the next record could be The Edges of Twilight 3, Transmission 3, or whatever. So.
Right.
We've got all of those things that we can use whenever we want to use them, the electronics or the things made of skin and wood. So it doesn't really matter.